it's a very difficult question because, to my mind, the strength is the foreignness, is the balance of different strengths. I'm struck really that museum jobs are very varied. There are some posts that are focusing on engaging with people, whether it's children, whether it's visitors coming in off the street, whether it's organising events, whether it's advertising, marketing. And then there are other posts that are much more collections focused, that may be working with individual objects, maybe cataloguing, controlling information and data. So very different competencies that we need for the different jobs. I think, however, particularly here where we've a fairly small staff team, everybody has to cover everybody else's jobs, and so we're needing that overall strength, and so that's where all the attributes are important. Thinking about the graduate attributes more, I'm struck by how it's the balance that will shift between different posts, just as the strengths and weaknesses of different people will have, might be particularly active citizens or might be, excellent academics or whatever. But it doesn't mean that they can only be that. They need to have that full breadth. Otherwise, they really just, they will not be able to carry out the role effectively at all. What we're hopefully doing when people visit the museum is that we're changing them in some way and getting them to reflect more on, life, the universe and everything. And so students and staff working here have that very important role in helping to enable that. And we have had people who have been working with the public, who are helping with school class, trying to teach those children to think more about the material they've got and its social implications. And a lot of our collections come from around the world, from very different cultural backgrounds. And so this awareness of cultural difference and how do we cope with some of the legacies of the collections we have, with material that was acquired in ways we wouldn't be happy with now? How does somebody dealing with the public in the museum talk about those sorts of issues without being sort of unprofessional, undermining our collections by saying just shouldn't have this here? It is here. How do we handle that? So that subtlety and understanding of what we mean by active citizenship is not just being, extremely political. It's about thinking critically through what you're doing and understanding different viewpoints. I think we should be wanting people to change the world and not just fit in. And I think we could nudge that a little bit more in action, and saying that active citizenship includes thinking about possible change, thinking about the implications of change, advocating for change, and then changing the change. I think that's the one thing I would want to raise slightly up.